Hi, welcome back to Anime Insights. Today I will recap the show titled Devilman Crybaby. The show starts with Ryo Asuka reaching into the darkness and holding Akira Fudo's hand. Though he shows him kindness after coming across him alone on a cliff top, the young children's differing personalities are shown overtaking care of a stray kitten. 10 years later, Akira is taking part in a race where Miki Makimura wins, closely followed by Miko Kuroda. As Miki receives a call from her manager, Koji Nagasaki, she leaves. Miki splits from Akira and lies by herself at a dock. She is soon interrupted by the Wamu, Henai, and Kukun. Akira, who had followed Miki, asks them to stop pestering her. The dramatic arrival of a flashy sports car interrupts them, and Ryo pulls out a machine gun and points at Wamu. Akira runs up to him and they share a twirling embrace of a hug. After Akira explains to Miki who Ryo is, they both run away together. In the car, Ryo tells Akira about existence of demons and explains how he went to the Amazon with Professor Fikira to act as an interpreter for the natives. In a flashback, Ryo checks on Fikira, who tries to attack him with an axe. Fikira then lifts up and drinks gasoline before igniting himself. Despite Ryo's concerns, he can only look in horror at the burning demon who had merged with the professor. Ryo explains how the natives of that tribe were also devils and these creatures have lived on Earth long before humans. Ryo is aware that if the person doesn't lose their will to the devils in a merging attempt, then that person can gain the power of a devil while still remaining human. Ryo believes people should know the truth about demons, and so he wants to gather evidence to reach out to the world. Akira takes Ryo to a church and enters a Sabbath party. Ryo explains that the demons are drawn to blood and begins to stab the guests. Some people attack Ryo and Akira. Soon the demons appear and begin merging with humans. Ryo calls out to the demon Ammon to possess Akira, with this moment of opportunity. Meanwhile, these demons begin slaughtering the other humans. Seeing a large demon crawl toward Ryo, Akira runs to him, but he is captured and possessed by a demon. With this, Akira undergoes a drastic physical transformation into a devil man and defends Ryo. Later at school, Akira's new physique and attitude gets him a lot of attention, especially with girls who adore his new look. He wishes to push his physical capabilities to his limits, speeding off during the track team run. Later, he confronts Womu's gang and effortlessly knocks them around. Miki, however, sees this, causing Akira to panic and run off. He visits Ryo and together they investigate murder scenes to find demons disguised as humans and test Devilman's powers. Nagasaki was also investigating the murders and also recorded Akira transforming into a devil. After getting shut down by his editor to sell the footage of Akira's transformation into Devilman, a desperate Nagasaki decides to get Miki to do the photo shoot he had planned. Akira and Ryo find Nagasaki's address to find and destroy the footage, learning that Nagasaki still lives with his mother. So Ryo pays her to cover any damages he and Akira caused during their search. Silene and Kame, associates of Ammon, learn of Akira's transition and plot to reawaken Ammon so he can kill Akira. On the other hand, Miki secretly sneaks out of the house to meet Nagasaki for the photo shoot. The demons soon arrive and one of them possesses Miki's body as a way to lure in Akira. Ryo and Akira soon arrive to find Nagasaki unconscious and Miki acting strangely. Deducing that she is possessed, Akira manages to remove and kill the demon inside of her. Ryo then murders Nagasaki while revealing that he had planted a bomb in Nagasaki's home, killing his mother. When Ryo tries to convince him that Miki cannot be trusted, Akira refuses to let him harm her. In a tense standoff, Ryo tells Akira to not listen to his mother even as anyone could turn into a demon now. Akira stares at Ryo, who says the only person he should trust from now on is him. In the morning, Miki says that she remembers that Akira saved her. Akira plays along and says that it was just a dream. Akira joins Ryo and tells him she's not going to be a problem. On the other hand, Kame and Selene continue to plan to kill Akira. Meanwhile, Akira's mother watches as a demon possessing Akira's father kills people on a bus. Despite her pleas to stop, he kidnaps her. Ryo finds Akira's mother's location on his phone and tells Akira. They both see his mother telling him not to come. Akira runs to her, but Ryo stops him. Akira can now see that she is a demon. A voice calls Akira's name from the shadows and recognizes the voice as his father. His dad says that he is not a human anymore and wants to eat his mother. Angry at this, Akira transforms into Devilman. He asks his father to beat the demon merged with him. Ryo begins recording as Akira's father attempts to win back his body. The struggle comes to an end as the creature's tail cuts off the demon's own head. Akira charges towards the demon and punches straight through it. It falls down dead immediately. Meanwhile, Miko transforms into a demon after attending a Black Sabbath party. Later during a race, she demonstrates an extraordinary amount of speed. She asks where Miki is, wanting to make it clear that she's faster than her. In a convene of demons, the leaders are aware of the killings of demons and orders to find the one responsible, considering the possibility that someone in the room is the murderer. Kame and Selene seem to know who is responsible. As Ryo is playing host to guests alongside his secretary Jenny, Akira enters, covered entirely in demon blood. Ryo notes that he killed demons on his own and now is unable to control his demonic urges. Ryo suggests some escape options like alcohol, gambling, and girls. He gives Akira some cash and leaves. In a red light district, Akira meets Serene and takes him to a room. Serene transforms into her devil form and grips Akira with her talons. This action causes them to crash through the roof, with Serene taking him into the sky. She calls Eamon to wake up as she carries him against the backdrop of a red moon. Akira transforms and falls to the ground. Serene is then attacked by Akira. Kane is monitoring them and in a fury transforms into a demon. He soon attacks Akira, making him fall. Serene is close to death and chooses to merge with Kame. The combined demon blasts Akira with the thunder and impales him on its horn. By morning, Ryo finds Akira in a bad state. Akira is barely alive after the battle and tells Ryo about Serene. Ryo takes him to see the frozen solid Serene looking confident in her victory. Afterward, Ryo plans to expose Kobita as a demon at a track race, but Akira, noticing that Kobita had more similarities to him, is reluctant. On the day, Jenny drives Ryo to the stadium where the event is to take place. Ryo asks Kobita if he's careful of what he eats and Kobita replies, "Not really." Ryo then gives him a drink that can start his transformation. At night, the mixed race starts. Ryo activates his recordings and music from the Sabbath party, causing the demons to transform. Akira calls for him to stop and abort the mission, but he does not listen. Mako is awestruck and can only look on in shock as the rampaging demon kills humans before it charges towards her. It is Mickey who grabs and pulls her out of the way. With Kota exposed, everyone in the stadium evacuates as Akira tries to calm Kota down but fails. Later in the car park, Akira calls Ryo and tells him he killed the demon like Ryo had suggested to him. Ryo tells him that they'll be busy starting tomorrow and to get some rest. After hanging up, Kota is confronted by Akira. Transforming himself, he takes off into the night sky carrying Kota and promises to protect him. In response to Ryo sharing the existence of demons, people have taken various measures in response to armed vigilantes. From a built-in TV screen, Ryo warns people that demons are stronger than humans but encourages them that humans have won the survival race many times against physically superior foes, and he is sure, in this battle against the demons, humans will win once again. The government also deploys tanks in response to the demon threat as the news report skirmishes. Needing answers to his actions, Ryo returns to the Amazon rainforest to uncover more about himself before his guardian reveals her true nature as a demon to awaken his true self. Back in Japan, Mickey's father, Noel, searches for his missing wife and son. Eventually, Noel finds his demonically possessed son eating his wife's corpse. While intending to kill his son, Noel ultimately attempts to protect him from the military before they are gunned down. Akira quickly finds the family and carries them off to be buried on a hill outside of the city. He is then overpowered in an ambush by a demon general named Zenon, but he is saved by the intervention of the demon Psycho Jenny. As Mako gets him to safety, Jenny exposes Kota from his hiding place and he aligns himself with the demons. Meanwhile, Akira and Miko return to Mickey's house to inform her of her family's deaths. Later, Ryo calls an emergency broadcast across the world to inform everyone about the origin of the demons and how they were created. As Akira watches, Ryo addresses to the world that demons are formed because of someone who is dissatisfied with society and that anyone acting even slightly differently could be a demon. He then shows incriminating footage of Akira transforming into his devil-man form to the world. Betrayed and exposed by Ryo's TV broadcasts, Akira becomes a great target. Wamu and his gang draw their guns on him, but they soon request him to leave. But they choose to stay behind to look after Mickey and Miko. But the two gang members, Hai and Babo, betray them by leading an insane mob to the house. The crazed mob sets Mickey's house on fire and kills Wamu and Gabby. Meanwhile, Miko sacrifices herself to hold off the mob in her devil form while Miki escapes on foot, only for her to be caught. Meanwhile, while searching for Ryo, Akira finds himself protecting innocent people from being stoned by a mob whom he convinces to stop before watching them be slaughtered by Kota and accompanying demons. Escaping Kota, Akira decides to return to Mickey's home to confess his love, only to find the mob parading around with his friends' dismembered bodies. Akira mentally breaks down as he sees Mickey's head on a pike. Horrified and enraged by their savagery, Akira slowly breaks down crying and denounces the crazed mob while proclaiming they are the real demons before incinerating them all. As Akira is carrying Mickey's head, he confronts Ryo on the same cliffs that they played on as kids and he demands to know why he betrayed humanity. Ryo says he's not human as he changes into Satan, and that he was once an angel who was exiled after defying the will of God. He wandered the universe before discovering Earth and the demons that lived on it. As punishment, God had launched an army of angels which destroyed the demons in their physical form but not their souls. Satan was reincarnated in the Amazon as a child named Ryo, being worshipped by a local tribe. As the tribe was attacked by soldiers, he was given angelic protection and floated in the sea before hitting the coast of Japan. He was eventually found by Akira. Although the two became close friends, Ryo was adopted by Psycho Jenny, who eventually disguised herself as a secretary when he was a professor. Satan explains that the reason he allowed Ammon to merge with Akira is so that Akira would be strong enough to live in the new world with him, a world where humanity has gone extinct. Akira gets furious and ends their friendship, refusing to fight. Akira gathers up the world's devil men and they form an army to fight Satan. During this time, the remainder of humanity launches a nuclear war to annihilate the last demons, but the remainder of human settlements are wiped out by natural disasters created by Satan. Jenny attacks the final human survivor colony, but the battle ends with the humans killing her and dying themselves. Akira and the Devilman army launch an attack on the demons. Akira instantly kills Koda, but fails to kill Satan despite his best efforts. Ryo cuts both Akira and the moon in half and lies next to him on a cliff in the middle of a red ocean as they gaze up at the star-filled sky. Ryo remembers their past together and starts talking about love. Soon he notices that Akira died moments ago. Ryo, realizing that the only person he cared about is now dead, bursts into tears for the first time in his life. Ryo cries as God's angels holding Akira descend onto the ruined Earth, ending the show. Later, the new Earth is also shown to have life again, implying that everyone will be resurrected, possibly as part of God's plan to punish Satan for his deeds. That's the actual end of the series. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content.